The Canadian Olympic Committee's newest campaign features athletes sharing their stories about growing up gay and standing up for the LGBTQ community. It's part of a campaign called One Team. The video and the campaign all roll out today. It's International Olympic Day, by the way. We're also into Pride Week here in Toronto. CBC News Network has an exclusive first look at the new video.
Growing up being closeted, there was no support for the LGBT community in sport.
I really struggled to accept my sexual orientation. I think that 100% affected my results on the ice.
I was constantly having to worry about how I was perceived in terms of my teammates and my friends.
One of the athletes you just heard from in that video is Olympic ski jumper Eric Mitchell. You heard him say he never thought he could come out, be an athlete. He's an ambassador for the One Team campaign, and he joins me live from Calgary. Well, Eric, you mentioned in that video that you were worried about how you were perceived by other athletes, by friends. How did that worry change the kind of athlete you were?
Hi, Suhana. Thank you so much for having me here today. Well, I'd have to say that it was a very interesting time for me because I honestly felt like there was only two ways to do it. I could be an athlete and go to the Olympics, or I could be out as gay. There was no way to have it come together, and that was really hard for me. It sure affected my performance as an athlete. How
did it affect your performance?
So I was a ski jumper, so I got to throw myself off ski jumps and basically try to throw myself as far as I could in the air. So that weight on my shoulders definitely held me down. I felt like I couldn't be true to myself, and it felt like everything I was doing was contrary to the objectives I was looking for as an athlete.
And this One Team campaign, how has it helped you? I'm wondering if it's been cathartic, by the way, to be an ambassador for it. And have you heard stories of how it's helping others?
You know what? It was such a pleasure for me to really get behind this initiative because it is so important. We have the ability to really influence the next generation of athletes, and my proudest moment was talking with other athletes about our experiences in the closet and at the Olympics and realizing that we were so similar. We were all so alone, so in it together. There were no resources for athletes like us to come out and be true to ourselves, to compete for the Canada that is so inclusive and so diverse. And now that we have started to build this strong framework, we can now reach into the locker rooms and reach into the schools of this great country and really start influencing the conversation and start promoting this progressive approach to LGBTQ athletes.
Mm-hmm. Have we really crossed the Rubicon, I mean, as a country, do you think, as a nation that proudly waves our flag during the Olympics?
You know what? I remember walking into the Olympic opening ceremonies in Vancouver, British Columbia, and I was so proud to be welcomed by such a diverse and inclusive Canada. I really do feel like this is a Canada that is ready to accept all of us because we are from all over the world. We're all types of people, and we are all competing for the love of sport. It does not matter who we love.
No, it doesn't. And you know what? It seems like a no-brainer to me. I'm almost surprised that the PSA had to come out, but was it necessary?
You know what? We've been very lucky. There's been a conversation that has been going on for years, and that has built a very strong foundation for a program such as this. I mean, we shouldn't discount the efforts of what has gone in prior to this, but you know what? It built a foundation so that we were able to promote and really be a leading force in the promotion of LGBTQ athletes. I mean, we are world leading with this initiative. We are the National Olympic Committee that has really taken this initiative by the throttle, and we've really put it all the way to the ground. We're going full out with this initiative, and I'm so proud to be here with the Olympic Committee doing this today.
Maybe we should send the pamphlets to Russia, do you think?
You know what? I think that it's very important to realize that everyone is different with this initiative, but the International Olympic Committee has changed their dialogue. They have included that we are not to discriminate based on sexual orientation. And I think that it is important for national Olympic committees like here at the COC to really push these initiatives forward and realize that we are all athletes and we do compete together. We compete for the love of sport, and we all should have the right to do that. I mean, all Canadians are able to stand up for inclusiveness, and this is something that I think we can really take forward.
Let me ask you this final question as well, Eric. Does coming out, being an athlete, I know how much pressure is on your shoulders as an athlete. Does it help you to breathe easier knowing this kind of initiative is behind you?
You know what? It's so powerful to have the full weight of the Olympic movement here in Canada behind initiatives such as this, because all athletes deserve to feel included. We all deserve to live the Olympic values of excellence, friendship, and respect. And to have these initiatives that really push us all forward and really allow us all to be our best will be so effective, because trust me, we're not doing this because it is simply the right thing to do. We are doing this because it will pay dividends in the future. There will be a stronger medal count because we are enabling our athletes to be true to themselves and perform their best.
Well, jump high, jump long, jump with freedom. Thank you for your time, Eric.
Thank you so much, Suhana. It was a pleasure to be here today.
Great, good to have you. Olympic ski jumper Eric Mitchell.